Why does Jesus say, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for they will inherit the kingdom of heaven"? A lot of people read this verse and they think it means something along the lines of, well, if you're poor in this world, that kind of sucks, but it's going to be all gravy because we'll be in heaven one day. And obviously, life is going to be great for followers of Jesus in heaven on that day. But this verse is actually written in the present tense, so it has a lot to say about the here and now. So let's talk about some of the words that are used. Firstly, the word for blessed is a divine, unwavering joy that nothing on this earth can take away. And then the word for poor, we have to kind of merge a couple of ideas. Firstly, the Greek word that it is translated into is like abject poverty. It actually has this root word of being connected to like cowering or crouching. Basically, you are forced on your knees to beg because you have nothing else. But the Aramaic word that Jesus would have originally used is kind of this idea about having nothing to you, so all you can depend on is God. Now, God doesn't want people to be in physical poverty. He actually calls his followers to break the bonds of poverty on this world. This is about being poor in spirit. As William Barclay says, the poor in spirit are those who recognize that things mean nothing, but God means everything. In that state, we put our entire trust in God and recognize that we cannot do life without him and his guidance. When Jesus taught his disciples to pray, he merged the idea of God's kingdom coming and his will being done. This is why we're blessed when we're poor in spirit. We recognize our own inability and throw it all to trust in God, which leads us to a greater level of obedience in his ways. Then we get to experience being a citizen of the kingdom of heaven here on earth right now. This is exactly why the poor in spirit are blessed and receive the kingdom of heaven here and now.